Good afternoon. Today is the 11th of April and it's time for yet another not particularly interesting, probably quite boring and extremely vague vlog. What we're going to be looking at today is a couple of things. First of all, something that's happened with my mother and her dementia, and also something very exciting indeed. Of course, if you are a channel member on the Rover 45 V6 and say at Toledo membership levels, then you get to see this video pretty much on the day that it's recorded. If you are just watching this normally, then you will see this in a few weeks after it's recorded. So we had a situation today. I was going to swap the cars over and pick the Rover up from my mother's house where it's been for about a week or so, and I'd be running around in her Mercedes because she doesn't use it anymore, but doesn't want to sell it, which is fine by me. You know, she's still paying for the running costs of it and everything, so that's fine, and I will just continue to use it. In fact, I use it today to take her carer to see her in hospital. My mother's in hospital at the moment. She had a fall a few days ago, and so yeah, she's in hospital at the moment. She wants to come out of there, but she's not well enough at the moment to do so, so she's going to stay there for a few days. But I came over to swap the cars over and to pick her carer up and take her down to see her in hospital, and we found out that the keys to the Rover aren't where I remember them being. They are not at all. I think what has happened is I was interrupted by my mother when I was leaving the keys last time when I was there, which was about a week ago, before she was in the hospital, and she's put them somewhere safe, and the place where she's put them is so safe that we can't find them. We can't find the keys to the Rover, which, considering it's quite a long bridge, in about 4 days' time, is a bit of a problem. My mother lives about 15 minutes away from where I do. I'm actually just on the way back from her house now. Yeah, that's a slight issue. So we are going to have to use a spare set of keys to actually go to Prolombridge, I think. Hopefully the keys turn up. I've asked a carer to take a look and see if she can find the keys, because the fob I've got for the car, which is a spare one, the non-genuine one, is not the best. It's alright. Also, I need to maybe change the battery over, but it's a funny thing. Obviously you trust your parents an awful lot when you're growing up and everything, and of course you're the one who's maybe not as trustworthy as they are. But when my mother's kind of confused a lot of the time, she's very confused and wants to go home at the moment when we see her, and sometimes she forgets who people are. She forgot who I was yesterday, so it's one of these situations. We're going to have to hide all the other keys from her. We're going to have to hide both Mercedes keys and any of the Rover keys. We can't have this happening again. Fortunately, I've got a spare set, and I will be able to probably go to the Prolombridge at the weekend, because I'm coming back in a few days, and so that should be okay. But yeah, it's not the nicest feeling when you haven't got them to trust anymore. I remember someone else who you know, I'm not going to name him, one of the other people who runs a YouTube channel, said once he had to hide the keys from his grandfather because he would sometimes go out and go driving when he shouldn't have done. He was very old, I think he was in his 80s or 90s, and he had dementia, and we had to hide the keys from him. So we're going to have to do that as well. It's a real shame to have to do that, but it's just one of these things. In much more positive news, I'm actually going to go and look at a car yesterday, replacement for the C70 T5, which of course was unceremoniously taken off the road earlier this year due to catastrophic oil leaks and other problems. So So this car is actually an ultra-low emission zone survivor. It's in West London. I've been in touch with the chap who's listed it on the internet, and it's his father-in-law's car. His father-in-law has had it for a really long time, I think about 20 years. It's quite a rare model of car. From my investigations, this is only using how many left, and we know that's not very reliable. From my investigations, it looks like there are only 60 of these left on the road. And that could be wildly inaccurate. It could be half that number. It could be double that number. Who knows? I don't know. So yeah, that's what I understand. The variant of this though is even rarer. There's something like 9 of them, but that could be 4, that could be 18. I don't know. But either way, because there are about 45 V6s on the road by the same metrics, this is a much rarer car. Also a bit older, and most importantly of all, it has a beige leather interior. I do like a nice beige leather interior. So yes, it's not quite ultra emission zone, and it is actually on for no budget reviews money as well. We do like no budget reviews beige leather interiors. It's 2 things in one. So I've looked at a couple of other cars before. One of them I've actually spoken about on the channel before, which was trade seller masquerading as a private seller, which all went a bit wrong, which was entertaining. This time I've got to go up the train. I can't take anyone with me. I have asked some of the people if they'll come with me, and they're busy. My lady wife is not available either, so I'm going to have to go on my own. It's one of these situations where it's possible I actually might come away with the car after seeing it. The seller says he'll take a bank transfer, which is good, and I'm just going to be looking at some insurance and just making sure that I've got everything sort of together for potentially taking it away. It's going to need some work. Mr. Coleman's already been informed, and he is ready to undertake some of the work. I don't think I want to tell you what it is actually at the moment, because this might not happen. It might not happen at all. This car could turn out to be an absolute nightmare. I saw another one of these cars, a very similar model to this, I think in February or something, a long time ago, and that was not good. Oh my gosh, that was not good. I actually will probably make a video about that separately, because that was an experience that was amusing, but also kind of, in terms of my career as someone finding cars for other people, it was very, very informative for me as to what to do in the situation that I had. And I actually was able to walk away from a potentially very, very bad situation. So that's okay. It's good to be able to do that, and to be just aware of what could potentially happen if you don't look at things carefully. Which is why we say never have mentally bought a car in your head before you see it. Take somebody with you if you can. And so I'm being cautious about tomorrow. I'll make the usual checks. One thing that's interesting about this car is it's actually a write-off. It's a Cat C, and the seller did actually disclose this on the listing, so that's good. I know that, so that'll be fine. Apparently it's been repaired properly, and there's some invoices for all that, so that'll be okay. I mean, the sort of money that we're looking at for this, which is no budget reviews money, I don't think I particularly mind that, as long as it's been done properly. But if I do get this, then we'll be hopefully doing a review of it pretty much as soon as I get it, which could be interesting, and bringing it back with me. So I think that's it really. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video in the comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more incoherent rambling.